What's up, guys? Tony here with iTech Check, and today we're going to be taking a look at a power bank. This particular one is made by Ainope. It's 20,000 milliamp hours worth of battery. It's the X-Ames Explorer X2 power bank. Now, there's a couple things I think that you guys are going to really like about this compared to a lot of other power banks that are out there. This one in particular does a 2.1 amp output at 5 volts. It also has another port on it that does 5 volts at 1 amp. So it can support fast charging for cell phones. It's got an LED display, which is really nice. A lot of the power banks that are out there, they might have like a little, dot or some like a little bank of LEDs to kind of give you an idea of how much battery you have. And this particular one has an LED display, so it shows you exactly how much power you have left, and it goes in increments of 1, so pretty much 1 through 100, so you know exactly what you're at. It's got a whole bunch of different protections, so you make sure that you don't damage your device that you're plugging into it, as well as the power bank itself. And it uses the LiPo batteries. So here, as you look on the back, it kind of gives you a breakdown of the voltages. The total capacity is 20,000 milliamp hours. Its rated capacity is 12,500 at 5 volts, 2.1 amps. Now I'm sure you're wondering, it says the capacity is 20,000, but it's only rated for 12,500. Well, it takes power to convert the voltage of the battery to the 5 volts that you need for your device. And it also creates heat while it's doing that. So with the consumption of the power using to convert the energy and the heat, you lose a lot of the capacity through those, and that's where they get the rated capacity of 12,500. And that goes for pretty much all of the power banks. Some of them are more efficient, and some of them aren't. So this is what you're getting with this one. Here you have the input is 5 volts at 2 amps max. Output again, one port is 5 volts, 2.1 amps, and the other port is 5 volts, 1 amp. And this can accommodate 2 different devices at the same time. I'll show you. I took a couple pictures of me charging my iPhone 10R as well as an old Galaxy Tab that had both at the same time, and it charged up fairly quickly. So that's it for the box. Let me show what you get inside. So here you get a little micro USB charging cable, and here is the power bank. And it's got all the ratings and everything on the back there, on the bottom, sorry, just like I told you before. It's pretty weighty. I'd say it weighs about 0.8 pounds, which may or may not be too heavy for you. I mean, it's not, super bad. It's probably a little bit more weighty than probably an iPhone XS Max. Here you have your charging port here. And on the other side is your power button / voltage checker. So here we have the 2 USB outs. That's the 5 volt 2.1 amp, and that's the 5 volt 1 amp. And to check how much power you have, you just push the little button in here. And there it shows you in LEDs how much exact power you have left in here. And that's one of the main reasons why I bought this, because I don't like guessing with dots. I like to know exactly what I have in here. So, okay, guys, so here I just want to give a little demo of it charging 2 devices at the same time. Here's my OnePlus 6T. So as you can see, it's charging. It's at 92% right now. The battery's at 100%. I'm using the 5 volt 2.1 amp port for my phone. Then here I have my tablet. As you can see, it's charging. It's 84%. And my phone charging as well, 92%. So as you can see, I mean, it can accommodate pretty much anything that does 5 volts, 1 amp, or 2.1 amps. So this is, like I said, my tablet and my phone at the same time. I'm going to go ahead and show you some pictures and kind of explain what I was doing here. First of all, I use this to charge one of my Switch controllers, probably for a half an hour, and then I use it to charge a pair of headsets, wireless headsets that I had. Then I went on to charge my Galaxy Tab. It's a 10.1 inch. Let's go ahead and take a look at those pictures and some videos, and I'll go ahead and explain. So after charging a little with my Switch remote and my headphones, I decided to charge up my tablet. Like I said before, it has a 7,000 milliamp battery inside. It was at 20% starting. I charged it all the way up to 89%, and the battery ended up at 71%. And that took me just a little over 9 hours to do. After I did that, I decided to plug in my iPhone XR, start charging at 20%, and then I also started charging my tablet along with it. And just to show you here, I ended up at 100% on my iPhone XR and 88% on the tablet. And after all that, the battery ended up with a 38% charge left, and that took about 3 hours to do, just a little under. After that, I decided to use the rest of the battery to power my camera, and I did that for the rest of the night until the battery pack ended up at 0, and that lasted about 7 hours just using the Wi-Fi camera. As you can see here, it's at 0%, it's blinking. So in the morning, I charged it up using my Samsung charger. It's a 5 volt 2.1 amp charger, and I let it charge throughout the day at work. I work for 8 hours. At the end of 8 hours, I ended up with 88% on my battery. So I packed it up, went home, charged it for the rest of the way until it got up to 100%. And that took about 10 hours to do, to go from 0 to 100% at its max 5 volts, 2 amps in. It took about 11 hours to charge. So that's pretty much it, guys. I really don't have any complaints other than it may charge your devices a little slower than normal, but if you're out and about and you need a power bank, this is definitely a cool one to check out. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. I will be putting a link in the description in case you guys want to check this out yourself. I got this on Amazon. And if you want to purchase this or any other items from Amazon, please use that link that I put in the description. It definitely helps me keep making videos for you guys. So don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell to let you know when I put out new videos. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.